To begin drawing the leaf in space, select an angle on the leaf that you have mounted to your helping hands. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a tangent line at the angle that your leaf is positioned on the helping hands. So we're going to take this and we're going to draw the tangent line where the leaf folds around the roundness of the cylinder that the leaf is mounted to. You have a midrib to deal with, you have a right edge or a front edge, and you have a left edge, which is the back edge of the leaf, that have to go to this tangent point. The critical thing is when you bring the midrib and we bring it up to the tangent point based on the angle that you see this, you want this midrib to just touch at the tangent point. The next thing you want to do is you want to measure from the midrib. You want to measure on this tangent point how far the midrib and the front edge are from each other. And the same is true for the back edge of the leaf. How far is that back edge from the midrib? So you'll have two dimensions and you'll have the midrib dimension. So now that you've measured these off, now you want to start with the front blade, because that's the one you can see. Figure out where it starts on the petiole by measuring, and then bring that leaf up. You just want to touch the tangent point. You don't want it riding across it. And you bring that leaf down to the center point of where the midrib ends at the tip of the leaf. You will do the same thing then, only bring the leaf blade out away from that tangent point before you get to the tangent point. And then you bring this also down to the point of the midrib. Now that you have this in place, you can do the refining of this drawing. Take another piece of tracing paper. I just fold this in half, and it's ready to go. That means we're going to draw in the details of this leaf at this point. So you can see you have a very narrow midrib, which we learned when we were doing two sides of the leaf, right? So you're going to draw that in and it sort of tapers and gets to nothing. And then you're not going to see it because this whole section here now is the top blade of the leaf. So you will continue and you will finish off that midrib down below as it goes to the tip of the leaf. Now, because this is the top of the leaf, remember that the blade sits on top of the petiole where the midrib changes to the petiole. So we want to curve in our leaf blade on both sides, and then we can actually bring this up to this point where it starts to curve around the cylinder. And now you can draw in the petiole, which will appear wider than the midrib. Now at the top here, because it is an organic form, and we know that the top of the leaf is basically convex, we're going to go from the midrib and we're going to raise it up above the tangent line a little bit and then bring it in so that it has a more organic feel to it, that it doesn't look like a piece of metal wrapped around the cylinder. Then we can take our front blade edge, bring it back up, and bring it down to the petiole. Now, some leaves have a little thickness of it on them, so if that's the case, you can add a little bit of thickness to that leaf blade and then bring it around to the tip of the leaf. You can see we drew the entire back edge of the blade so that we have continuity and so that things line up visually in the right fashion. So now we're going to just start it. We leave this information out that was on the original drawing, and then we just continue our blade or the back side to the tip of the leaf. And now you have a leaf that looks correct. And you can do this in any direction that you want. It's just a matter of changing the tangent point. You can turn the leaf around. There are all kinds of things that you can do in order to create a whole series of leaves that look like they're falling from the tree or that they're attached to a branch and are being blown. But the important thing to remember is that you must draw this center midrib first and then measure out to the blade edges where they touch this tangent point and then draw those in separately. Do not try to draw this and then run it along the line and bring it down. It'll mess everything up. So there you have it.